Well, I should have worn like my Freddy sweater and my glove, or at least made Gomez do it, but as you can see, we have literally done the least we can. But it's cute!
It is cute.
Hello everyone, I'm Morticia, this is Gomez. He's sexy, he's got his Halloween shirt on.
Ta-da!
Leave a like if you think he's sexy. I won't be offended because he is. He's gonna get all that pretty hair cut off, it's making me sad.
By the way, this is not a comment on Halloween and Michael Myers being better than Freddy or anything. Like, I like them both equally.
No, you don't. So anyway, I mean, Michael is cute and he has like the Halloween thing, but Freddy talks and stuff. So.
Yeah.
He's gonna get the hair cut off and get it like a 2, like super short. He's like, I changed the subject. Did you not feel that, Morticia? Like, yes, I did, but I changed it back real quick before we get into this.
That's a good Freddy move, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah. I love Freddy. That's exciting. Thank you. That's a compliment.
Yeah.
So, do you think he should get his hair cut or not? Like, leave a comment about that. But also talk about Freddy because we're about to do that right now. So, yes. Freddy's Nightmares. We have heard about this show for a while. Did you know about the show or not? Like, leave a bunch of comments. Like, answer each question. Talk to us. We're bored.
Bored.
We are. Like, it's fall, though, so we're also excited.
Tell us your favorite memory with Freddy.
Your favorite nightmare.
Yeah.
So, okay. We heard about the show. It is a show, like the Crypt Keeper, kind of like Tales from the Crypt, where he shows like a show. He shows a show. I sound so articulate. I have coffee. So he shows a show. He presents it. And he talks about it before and after. And that's what Freddy does in Freddy's Nightmares. And there are these little, like, episodes, but where the Crypt Keepers are just, like, general horror, I think Freddy's are kind of, like, they're horror, but they're kind of dreamlike. Like, they're twisted and more gruesome, I think, a little even than the Crypt Keepers. And they're, like, just weird stuff that would happen in a dream. When you say, Gomez, like...
Yeah.
And what's cool is the beginning, it shows Freddy. It shows, like, Freddy's trial, and it's the whole show takes place in, was it Springwood?
Yeah.
Springwood, which is Freddy's town, where Freddy, like, you know, killed the kids and stuff, like, hanging out and stuff, living his best Freddy life till they stopped him. And so, where they said that Freddy, did other things to children other than just kill them, a couple of people in different movies, and then maybe the show have tried to insinuate that, and it really bothers me because I don't see that in his MO, and I don't see that in just the way he, ended the children. Like, it just doesn't seem logical. So I just think that's like they're trying to mix 2 MOs just to make him extra bad, and I don't like that.
It's reducing, in a sense, his motivation, making it more simplistic, where people would understand that we're serial killers that are more interesting. They usually have something more complicated to go along with it.
And Freddy is definitely interesting.
Yeah.
And I think maybe he always got punished for being in our novel that we're writing, a full book series, right? He got punished, as you can see in Freddy's Dead, the movie, he gets punished for, he didn't do anything. So he might go after bad kids that he feels did do something. Like, I got the crap beat out of me every day when I did nothing, so it ticks me off to see kids who are little demons get nothing when I got something when I didn't do anything, right? So he goes after them. That's kind of what I always felt his MO was. So what do you think?
I like that, yeah.
You're like, I'm not even co-writing the book with you or anything. Like, it's new. He is co-writing the book with me, so. But you guys don't know the book, so we're presenting the theory as a separate thing.
As Freddy would on his show.
Yes. So he kind of talks to you like the Crypt Keeper before and after, and it's in Springwood. So sometimes in the different episodes, the residents will mention him, and he'll come up. So that's cute. They have like a lot of cute nods to him. After the first episode, where you get to see his trial and then his death and whatever. Sometimes he goes after people, like he did in the movie in the beginning, that had to do with the trial or whatever. And so that's cool. Like, it just adds more depth to Freddy. And then you get to see like other people that have nothing to do with Freddy, but they're all in Springwood. And sometimes the stories get connected, where I didn't see that as much like in the Crypt Keeper. The connection starts running through the whole thing where it's Freddy's town, so it's about Freddy. But then it also connects sometimes the other characters and their stories, right?
Yeah.
So that's, it's actually, and I should have said this, it's on Tubi. I probably will say it in the title or something, right? Won't we?
Yeah.
Like, if there's room, if it doesn't get too convoluted. But we have been looking for this show forever once we found out it existed. And then we found it free on Tubi. That's what it's called, right?
Yeah.
He always deals with the queue and putting the stuff in there, and I just watch it. So I'm like, that's what it's called, right? I feel so old, but I'm not. I just don't deal with it.
It was so exciting because both of our favorites came up at once, the Freddy and the Jackal.
That was awesome!
That was like dreamlike on its own. It like makes us horror fans so happy.
So happy when all the good stuff's on Tubi. Jekyll is the Jekyllhydeclub show that was from BBC in 2015, and they had to take it off the air because it was too scary apparently. So go watch it on Tubi as well. It's very good.
It's the best Jekyll ever.
It's very good. And what's cool is like Jekyll is in our book series with Freddy because they all have a common thread that we will not tell you because we're waiting to finish it and publish it and like yeah. But it has a common thread, so it was kind of cool to see them together like because of that. Like not just that there are two favorites, which they are, but because we're working on a series with them. So it's lovely. And it's so exciting that like they're giving us free stuff to watch, and I guess they're gonna maybe start charging eventually. Maybe not. They say it's free, but I think everything when it gets bigger, then it starts charging eventually.
I agree. Yeah, they want to make more money from commercials, which right now they seem to make enough because they keep showing them. So I like that arrangement. Some channels I mind when they show commercials.
No, this is free. I don't care, and
this
I'm
is,
good.
yeah.
Like if they keep that up, but like when Best Buy first came out and I was a child, I remember it was really cheap. Like, and then it got really expensive. So it's like good things when you get popular, then they jack up the prices, which I just quit going. So I don't know why other people didn't do that, but anyway,
What do you think about Springwood? I really like the name.
because you like spring, that's your favorite season.
Yeah, but it also makes sense.
Don't worry, Autumn is his second favorite season, right?
That's right. That's only fair. So don't throw pumpkins at me like.
He loves pumpkins. Look at his shirt.
Yeah. But I like the name Springwood because it has two of my favorites. Yeah, like spring, but then there's also wood, so it goes back
Like
to
Elm Street?
Yeah, exactly.
See, I know you so well. I know your thoughts. I love you.
You're
Monsieur.
cara mia.
So yeah, I think it is cute. I like it. I wish they had shown like an episode about Underwood,
Yeah.
which was Freddy's adoptive dad that Alice Cooper played. So
And then there was this interesting episode about the kind of sorority that I thought could, in a sense, represent Freddy's own mom, like in the old days. Like, I feel like she could be, like, connected, like, I don't know, with some organization, like, whether it's Masons or some sisterhood or something, like, something specialized. I don't know why, but it just feels right. And I want to see it.
well, you're a writer. You can say that. We can do that in our series.
Yeah.
We'll work it out. We'll make it happen.
Yeah. So I think that would be really cool, but otherwise they had a bunch of realistic characters every time. Like I felt like that they were like real people in a lot of the time, and when they weren't, they were at least interesting. And I like how it connected the episodes. In a sense, it's like one character out of two would always survive for the next episode.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The whole thread is running through and connects them.
But sometimes it felt also like strange too, like, well, interesting strange, not a bad kind of strange, but interesting.
The dreamlike quality I mentioned earlier, how the show is, because it's about Freddy and his nightmares, the shows were dreamlike, like the episodes, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So it's like where one of them would serve, like it seems like they could have died too, but then they didn't, and then it got forgotten. They forget, we forget what happened to them. It goes on, almost like they're waking up from a dream now, and they're continuing in their waking life, only to go into another dream. That was like really like interesting, like that.
Yes,
So,
very well done.
yeah.
And considering it's Freddy, you know that it should have been done that way, but it was, and that was good. So why it only survived, like, was it 2 seasons?
It was maybe 3.
3.
But what was strange for me was how, like, nobody seems to mention when people talk about what movie they like or don't like, which is their favorite. Somehow they never address Freddy's Nightmares, which is strange.
Well, it seemed like it was pretty obscure. We didn't even hear about it.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. Like, yeah, and it was really good. And I'm surprised that it lasted 3 seasons being so obscure. Like, I thought it just had 1 for some reason because nobody knew about it. So the fact that it had 3 was really surprising.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I guess they kept waiting for it to take off because it's Freddy, come on. But when it didn't, they finally had to can it. But this was in the 80s, if I didn't say that. And so you get the 80s vibes. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's like an 80s
No
vibes.
cell phones.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And all you cell phone addicts are probably like, no cell phones. You know you're a cell phone addict if it bothers you not to see people with cell phones. I wonder if that is ever a thing. Like,
It should have
we
a
have to
special
Twitter
name.
that somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the deal. That is the deal. cell phone addicts are bothered by not seeing cell phones on TV. I decided this is a new thought. What do you guys think? But yeah, it's nice to just see like old school. And I guess cell phones are convenient, but I really feel, while we're in the dreamlike ramblings, okay, I also feel that they dumb people down. We can post like on a Facebook group and people don't read carefully. They don't pay attention carefully. Like they're just scanning, they're trying to do 18 million things at once. And I think that it makes people too scattered too. Like it's supposed to be convenient, but I think it dumbs people down and it makes them not really pay attention. And not to mention all the texting and the driving and the harm.
The nightmare.
The nightmares. So yeah, we have one, but we literally keep it turned off most of the time. Our friend came over and she was like, I texted you that I was going to be a bit late. And I was like, okay. Our phone was like not even on, but that's fine, like whatever. We literally use it when we need it. Or if we want to do like something on Instagram or whatever, which I guess can also be when we need it.
Yes, Instagram, TikTok, like everything that is required, we do it. Otherwise, like, entertain us and then we'll do it more often.
Here we are now, entertain us. I don't know how the cell phone's going to manage that, but if it can.
It can, it's magical.
Oh, it's something.
And we'll leave you with that nightmare.